A guy who a lot of women in our audience wanted to be a part of them way back in the day in their childhoods. Mr. Ricky Schroder on the phone. Good morning, sir. I don't know what to call you. I don't want to call you Ricky. I feel disrespectful. And Mr.
Ricky's fine, but I was expecting like applause. You don't have the applause button, Big J?
It's just this. We do low-budget applause. Yeah,
okay.
It's just, yeah, but you deserve it. If you could hear, if we had the city mic'd, there's 100,000 people applauding in unison right now in the city, just chanting Ricky.
Okay, but BJ, I only care about the one Nielsen box in Billings. Is there one Nielsen box in Billings?
There's got to be. If they send me a dollar bill, I'm all over. You know what I'm watching? I'm watching Wild Hearts on repeat. All I watch 24/7 is the Hallmark channel. So if I get that dollar bill in the mail from the Nielsens, just know that I'm a huge Hallmark fan.
It's still the Arctic up there, right? I mean, like you're the middle of winter still?
Yeah, we're in the... I mean, for us, it feels pretty nice because today we could hit like 45. But yeah, it's like 23 degrees right now, so... It's a
gorgeous state. I was there in Ennis, Montana during the salmon fly hatch. Caught a few trout when we were making Lonesome Dove 2, or returning Lonesome Dove. Beautiful place you guys live.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I forget about that. There were some people that said they met you back in the day on the Lonesome Dove shoot and had seen you around. So I love when people have been here and kind of know about it. Because then we interview like Snooki, and Snooki literally asked, "Where is Montana? Is that a state?" It's like you either have that end of the spectrum or people that are like, "Man, yeah, I've been there a lot. I love it up there." So I like that. I like it.
Oh, are you kidding? I mean, just one of the most magnificent states I've ever seen is your state. You know, the sweeping valleys where the antelope graze up to like the bighorn sheep and the mountains and the snow-capped peaks. There's no place like Montana, so I'm a huge fan of the state.
I love to hear that. Love it. Let's talk a little bit before we go crazy just inflating each other's states' egos. Let's talk a little bit about the Hallmark TV movie Wild Hearts. This is you co-wrote it with your wife, and you're directing it starring your daughter. It's like a whole family affair on this project.
That's correct. It's my debut, the debut of my 16-year-old daughter for her acting career. She's wanted to do this forever. She's been into horseback riding forever. She does jumping and stuff. Not too much Western riding, but jumping. And she's really passionate about the story of, the wild Mustang, and a place for them, to be honored in our world. And so, when she got her driver's license, she was ready to start auditioning, and she wanted to be an actress. So my wife and I looked at each other and said, okay, let's do a family movie then. Let's give her a great experience the first time. And Our Wild Hearts is a story of a girl who finds her father, a father who never knew he even had a daughter, and a wild Mustang named Bravo that sort of threatens to come between them.
Does he talk like Mr. Ed? Is he just a normal horse?
Oh no, he's incredibly smart. I mean, he does all sorts of things. He wears a tuxedo in some of the scenes. He's just the most insane horse you've ever seen.
That's awesome. Do you, as the director of the film, do you have to like audition horses? Do you have to go to like some equestrian center and look through all the horses and say like, this is Bravo?
No, actually, it's kind of a small club of wranglers in Hollywood that provide livestock for movies. They have to be very, bomb-proof horses. They got to be able to rear. They got to be able to paw. They got to be able to do certain, perform behaviors and do them in a safe and timely way. So there's a small list of people that you can actually use for movies. So
I see. So yeah, you don't have to look that hard. What I'm gonna say now, Ricky, is after hearing about your love of the state of Montana, we are horse headquarters. Why did you not film this film entirely on location in Montana with me as your AD?
Well, if you guys in the legislature out there in Montana would get a state tax incentive for film, I would have.
I love hearing that.
You got to deal with those guys.
I'm going to pass that on. I mean, because I legitimately, I want more film. You know who just filmed a film here? The dude, I totally spaced his name, but the guy that did The Descendants and whatever that other, he did another.
I wish I could help you out, Big J. I got no clue what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, that George Clooney movie that won the Academy Award, he just filmed a movie right here in Billings because he shoots all of his stuff on location. Like if it says it takes takes place in Billings, he actually comes to Billings and shoots there. So I was like, that was cool, but that was a huge film with like all the semis and gear and people and all that jazz.
Yeah,
but
I was on the Hallmark movie channel. We don't have the huge budget, but we have a lot of heart there. I'm really proud of the film. It turned out really good for the resources we had and the time we had to film it in. But believe me, I would have loved to have set it in Montana or some other beautiful western location. The best I could afford at the time was the Little House on the Prairie Ranch, which was just north of Los Angeles in the Simi Hills, which was pretty because we shot there in March and April, and that time of year it's very green in Los Angeles and kind of looked like a little bit of the plains, let's say, or there was no big mountains, but it looked like the plains.
That's cool. Well, next time, I mean, if you're ever doing another movie, and it would be fitting to have it in Montana, you call me and like I will make new. We share a building with both senators and our congressmen here, so I'm very connected to all of them, and we will easily like piggyback some legislation through last minute if we have to, specifically for your project. Like if Ricky Schroder wants to do a movie here, it will happen. We will make it happen.
Yeah, just take him out for like a shot of Jack and a beer, and you can make it happen. I think. Yeah,
totally. I'm absolutely confident.
So what's up with Butte? What is going on with that town? There is some funky things going on over there.
Yeah, there's always funky things going on. We just had the very crude comedian Lisa Lampanelli in town this weekend, and she mentioned that as well too. She was just like, "What? I had to drive through Butte. What is up with that?"
Yeah, there was some. The last remaining brothel in Montana was in Butte. I can't remember the name of it. But when we were filming Return to Lonesome Dove, it was closed down. I mean, by then, but some guy lived in it, and he had mannequins in the basement.
It's an odd town. Yeah, it's not. We don't usually hold it up as kind of the shining example of Montana. It's more of like, if you want to go really crazy while you're here, Butte is an option for you. It's the Jersey Shore of Montana.
Yeah, I mean, there was like 8-year-olds walking around with six-packs. It was just, I couldn't believe it.
Exactly. It's craziness. Hey, what else is going on in your life aside from Wild Hearts, the new Hallmark movie, which looks awesome? It airs on March 9th on the Hallmark Movie Channel. Aside from that, what else is going on? Anything other than raising the family?
I'm just writing some scripts right now, and what else am I doing? I'm playing with my miniature donkeys. I got 3 really cool little miniature donkeys, so I'm trying to train one of them to pull a wagon.
I don't know why that's so funny to me, but I think that's the most awesome, like, what are you up to these days? I'm training one of my 3 miniature donkeys to pull a wagon.
Yeah, I got a little buggy for it to pull, and it's just stubborn as a Sicilian donkey.
I was going to say, yeah, stubborn as a mule.
Yeah, and so I'm goofing around with them and raising 4 kids, trying to take my wife out on date night as often as I can, getting ready to do another project as soon as I can find the funding. Just living my life.
Well, there you go. It sounds amazing. I had a great time talking to you, Ricky. You're welcome here in Montana anytime. And the movie Wild Hearts, check it out March 9th on the Hallmark Movie Channel. Good movie for the whole family, and it includes Ricky's whole family as well. So good luck with the show, and good luck with everything else in life, Ricky. Thanks for taking time for us this morning, man.
Okay, Big J, bye.
The Big J Show. Weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on Billings' #1 hit music station, Hot 101.9.